Hello, my pretties. This is Shadow the Lion Queen here, and welcome to episode 387 of Shadows and Pretties. And today we're looking at another movie of the Maneater series called Scarecrow. Now, this film is a pretty interesting concept, a killer scarecrow. I mean, I personally think, it was a pretty good movie in my opinion. I mean, the actors did a really good job. I love the concept and that. Everything was all really nice and well done. And I do like the actors. I think the actors did a really great job. So I'm going to talk about this movie, about what the plot is about for those of you who've never seen it, and for those that have not seen this movie in a long time. So basically, the plot is about two teens, Chad and his girlfriend Marcy, go to a cornfield with their friends just to scare them. Nikki and Tyler were for posting pictures of them online, since they were responsible for that. They enter an old barn where they fall through the floor. Marcy injures her thigh and Chad tries to help her. Mysteriously, her blood soaks up Hal below her, and something moving startles her. A monstrous hand eventually grabs Chad's head from behind, killing him as it terrified Marcy screams. So meanwhile, a high school teacher, Aaron Harris, later takes 6 students, Calvin, Devin, Nikki, Tyler, Maria, and Beth, to an abandoned cornfield to collect the Scarecrow for their 100th Scarecrow Festival. Nikki and Tyler tell the rest of the place has a legend that resulted in the deaths of 30 people who used to live there. Tyler states the local chant, "It never sleeps, it never dies, it can't be stopped, hear their cries. The Scarecrow lives to kill us all, keep it buried in the fall." When they arrive, Aaron sees his ex-girlfriend, Christian Miller, gets out of the bus to talk to her. They talk as Nikki takes the keys left in the ignition, lock the bus, and retrieves her mobile phone, and Aaron took away earlier. So meanwhile, Kirsten tells Aaron that she invited Eddie, Aaron's former best friend, who previously dated Kirsten, to help with the Scarecrow. So Eddie arrives and tries to leave after seeing Aaron, but cannot restart his truck. So in the meantime, the students head to the Scarecrow as Aaron, Kirsten, and Eddie meet up with them. Calvin gets tied by the Scarecrow by Nikki and Tyler, who are now missing. So Kirsten and Eddie and Devin begin to untie Calvin, while Beth is grabbed by an unknown face and dragged into a cornfield. Aaron tells Maria, Calvin, and Devin to stay where they are, as he, Kirsten, and Eddie goes to save Beth. So after they leave, Calvin runs off in a panic. Kirsten finds Beth, who is still alive, but dragged herself away. She is helped, and everyone runs to the deserted farmhouse next to the cornfield. Something eventually tries to bash through the door, and they try to hold it off. Suddenly, Nikki's body eventually gets thrown over the windowsill with her throat slashed before being dragged back out again. So the remaining survivors barricade the farmhouse, and Devin finds a rifle, which he gives to Eddie. Maria explains that Nikki took the bus keys, so the only means of escape is Eddie's truck. So Aaron decides that he will make a break to the truck to drive to get help. But before he can, Calvin steals the keys and makes a break for the truck. As he tries to escape, the Scarecrow attacks and kills him. Kirsten attacks it with a Molotov cocktail, which hits the truck and causes an explosion. So the group flees to the barn, where the Scarecrow blocks every entry back to the farmhouse, and quickly fall through the floor, where they find Marcy's remains and then Tyler's corpse hanging from the roof. They formulate a plan of escape, and the group climbs a rope one by one as they hear a police siren approach them. The cop is quickly killed after shooting the Scarecrow, while the others retrieve his keys and plan to escape while they are again attacked, and Devin gets killed. So Kirsten, Aaron, Eddie, Beth, and Maria escape and attempt to drive back to town when the Scarecrow once again attacks and forces the car off the road, and it hits a tree. So Eddie is mortally wounded and sacrifices himself so the others can escape by igniting the gas leaking from the car. So the group is then split up, and Maria goes to meet up with Kirsten and Aaron, while Beth selfishly runs to close by the farm. The group eventually catches up, and Maria berates Beth for being a coward. So the remaining survivors break into the farmhouse and are confronted by a farmer. They explain what has happened, and he confirms that the Scarecrow was buried to stop it from killing Kirsten's family to avenge a vendetta. Suddenly, the dogs began barking. The farmer tells the group being around Kirsten is dangerous. He has quickly been killed after leaving the group. Beth quickly wants to give the Scarecrow what it wants, but Aaron and Maria refused, and Beth once again flees. So Aaron, Kirsten, and Maria decides to escape on the tractor when they hear Beth in the distance begging for help. Kirsten goes to help despite Maria begging her not to. When Kirsten finds Beth, Beth holds a blade to Kirsten's throat and calls out to the Scarecrow to come and get her. As it approaches, Aaron throws a rope around it and pulls the rope to the machinery, which drives the Scarecrow into the shredder. It grabs Beth's leg and pulls her to death. So the Scarecrow emerges from the machinery and attacks Maria, cutting her leg open, but all three escape into the woods. Kirsten forces Aaron and Maria to separate from her, knowing that the Scarecrow will follow, and she later retreats to the farm where she slices open her hand and wipes the blood on the cattle and opens their gate to distract the Scarecrow. It eventually works, and the cows can be heard crying in pain as she returns to Aaron and Maria, who is now weak from blood loss and being carried by Aaron. Just as the group reunites, the Scarecrow appears, Maria brought through the back, killing her and injuring Aaron. So as day breaks, Aaron and Kirsten headed towards a boat graveyard to find a little lifeboat to escape in. Believing the Scarecrow will not follow, they find a workman with his face ripped off and are quickly confronted by the Scarecrow, which Aaron tackles and knocks it to the water. Christian runs below and tries to help Aaron, finds him alive. He struggles to talk, but Christian tells Christian to run just as the Scarecrow punches through his chest, finally killing him. So Christian arms herself with the axe later on and lures the Scarecrow to the bowels of the ship, where she sets it on fire in the furnace, causing the boat to explode and finally killing the Scarecrow once and for all. Now, I definitely do have to really say that this is a really great film. I personally thought it was a really neat movie. Like, I like the concept of it. I think it's, really neat and well done. I thought the Scarecrow creature was really wicked and, he looked scary looking, but he looked pretty good in a film. I personally really thought it was really neat to see, scarecrows getting, spooky like that. So, the last two of the Maneater series are Shark Killer and The Hollow. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to sit here and say right now that Shark Killer basically is a 2015 movie, so it's another film of the Maneater series. So, yeah, I'll be reviewing that one as well as the other one in the next video. So I guess with that being said, and with that being the case, like I'm always going to say, this is just simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with it, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions in regards to these movies. This is just simply my own personal thoughts. So, anyways, with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what you have done personally help make this movie a lot better. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm Shadow the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to any uploads, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Twitter, follow me on DeviantArt, and follow me on my backup channel known as Miss Dark Shigo, as links to all those will be in the About page section, so you guys can go follow me on those if you want. And yeah, with that being the case, and with that being said, I will be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I will see you all next time, and I do recommend this movie to anybody who's never seen it. If you know someone who's not seen this movie, they definitely have to check out. If you're a horror fanatic, you would definitely enjoy this. If you like, the Maneater movies, then you would enjoy this. It's definitely a really good one. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I'll see you all next time.